What's up, YouTube? Samus here. Now, here's my review for the third season of Monster titled Monster, the Gein Story. Now, of course, the first installment was about, Jeffrey Dahmer. The second one was, of course, about the Menendez brothers. And so the third one, they went ahead and do the Godfather of Killers, and that is Gein. Now, this is, of course, a series about that explores the life of convicted murderer and body snatcher Gein. And, of course, obviously, he was also the inspiration of iconic, horror villains like Norman Bates from Psycho or Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw. Also, Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. And I did quite like how in a couple of the episodes they included, a couple of people, filming those movies, Alfred Hitchcock doing Psycho. The guy, by the way, playing Alfred Hitchcock, Tom Hollander, not to be confused with Tom Holland. Tom Hollander, great cast right there. I still think Anthony Hopkins plays the part a little better in his film Hitchcock, but I know Tom Hollander here was perfect. Then of course the actor who played they did a one episode where they're having Toby Hooper shooting Texas Chainsaw. Great casting too, by the way. And of course, they even had a scene where they're shooting Silence of the Lambs, which I thought was cool. I mean, as a guy who loves movies, seeing those scenes being incorporated in this really piqued my interest there. There are some crazy scenes that happens towards the end in the final episode with a couple of serial killers coming in and out. There is also a weird a Mindhunter type thing. I kid you not. I literally thought there was a weird Mindhunters crossover. I'm like, what else is should say people from Mindhunter? But obviously they weren't. But yeah, I mean, closest thing we get to a Mindhunter reboot, right? But anyway, yeah, it was pretty interesting. Crazy stuff that ends up happening throughout. Really showcased on who Gein was. He was a sick individual. But Charlie Hunnam, I gotta say this right now. This is probably the best that Charlie Hunnam has ever been since Sons of Anarchy ended. Because I feel like ever since Sons of Anarchy ended, he hasn't really had his big break outside of Sons. Of course they did try to give him that King Arthur reboot, but yeah, that didn't go well. Of course, obviously he was just in the Rebel Ridge films. Yeah. But this is definitely he was okay in The Gentleman, whatever. But this is the best that he has ever been. I kid you not, I know the reviews, by the way, aren't so great. They're not really good at all. They're actually 29%. But despite that, I will be shocked if Charlie Hunnam does not get any award recognition. Because he was even if you do not like the show in general, even haters of the show cannot deny that Charlie Hunnam did give an amazing performance. So I do hope he gets some award recognition. Laurie Metcalf, who plays his mother, it really shows how because of course the main relationship was Gein and his fascination with his mother, and he will go on to wear women's suits and stuff like that. You can definitely tell where the Psycho inspiration came from. There is even a fun shower, an interesting shower scene that reminisces of Psycho, which I thought was pretty cool. Psycho is one of the greatest horror films of all time. So seeing a Psycho connection there, I know was cool. Susanna's son, who of course was in Red Rocket, she was great in this. Vicky Krieps. You had some really interesting supporting players. There are a couple of actors who plays other serial killers like Ted Bundy, Ed Kempler. They were really good at playing those parts. Richard Speck was a character as well. I thought it was a really decent. I still say out of all three of them, the best one is still probably the Jeffrey Dahmer one. But this one definitely takes the cake. Maybe down the line I'll do my ranking one of these days. But if you guys haven't seen it, I say give it a go. You might enjoy it or you might not enjoy it because it's not going to be for everyone. Trust me. Anyway, let me let you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Monster the Gein story? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you even know much about the story of Gein? And what other serial killers would you love to see Monster tackle next? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Tim Siren.